Welcome to this video. Today I will be talking about the profile. We have already discussed about the alignment part, so today we'll talk about the profile. I'll turn off this default layer. So this is the alignment I have here. So this is just for an example. So the first thing that you need to do is go to attach, and you'll have to attach the 3D survey terrain model. In my case, it's in the final survey roadway ETM. So I'll just turn that on. Okay. So yeah, you'll see your control lines. Okay, now once you attach the ETM, you'll right click. And right now I've already, like assigned this as my current terrain model. But in your case, it won't be assigned. So what you'll have to do is hover over the terrain, like the contours, and then set as active terrain model. Once you do that, now what I will do is I will right click and hold view control, and then plan and profile, the dynamic profile view. Okay. And then I will click on my alignment. That is my plan element. And then I will this empty view. So this is my existing profile, right? Now I need to like basically design the new profile, but always make sure when you design it, there are a couple of things that you should keep in mind. For roadway work like the one I have, I'm widening this, basically widening this road. So what we would like to do is, we don't want a lot of cut and fill. We'll try to avoid it, because there is cost associated with the cut and fill. So always try to get your proposed profile within plus minus 3 inches. And, but at the same time, you will also have to meet the design criteria, the K value for that vertical curve. So so there is always a balance. Like, there will be situation, you won't be able to meet 3 inches. Sometimes there could be like a couple of feet of cut and fill, and that's fine if we have to meet the design criteria. But, as a best practice, it is always good to have cut and fill as low as possible. So try to match your proposed profile with the existing profile, within that 3-inch range. Now, so just wanted to tell you a little bit more about this icon here. If you press Control B, you'll get this pop-up window, and you can change the exaggeration scale. Right now it's at 10. I think 10 is pretty high to do your file work. I would recommend using exaggeration 5. It's up to you. Like, some people work on 20. So, I mean, there is nothing wrong with it. There's a more clear picture of how the curve is acting, but so it's up to you, however you want to do it. So I think 10 or 5 is good. I'll keep it 5, and I'll just X out of this. Now, the way I do it is I will go to scratch, maybe just default layer, double click. I'll just use a scratch level. Next one, and I will draw a line. So what I will do is, you can see there is a curve here, right? And then, there's a straight portion, and maybe there's a curve here as well. So what I will do is I will try to match. I will try to draw the tangents first. Like, maybe from here, I don't know, from here to, just try to best match, best fit. Let's change the color. It's kind of dark. And I'll change it to 4. So something like this, maybe. Yeah. So just try to best fit the tangent, the existing tangent, and we'll like, put a curve in between. And same thing here. Let's try to best fit a tangent, and then there is a tangent here. Thing like that. So now what you'll do is you'll use this tool, trim to intersection. Basically, trim these tangents to meet somewhere like that. And also same here. Okay, so now you can tell, right? We need a curve here. We will need a curve there. So this way, what we're doing is, we are not like randomly drawing our profile. So once this is drawn, the limit, let's say the limit for this work is from, I'm just gonna approximate it from, I don't know, from here the way to here, right? Always make sure, like, this is just an example, but in the real project work, always make your alignment larger, like longer than your roadway limits, because we need some information from the existing profile as well. So, I'll modify, this is the best fit for this tangent that's out here. So, what we'll do is we'll use the same tangent as the existing, and the proposed one should match the existing tangent because we don't want any grade break. In North Carolina, they don't let any grade break, so we'll match whatever grade the existing is on. But it won't be exact everywhere, so it will be best fit. So what I will do is, I think it may match a little bit more if I a little bit here like that. Yeah. So this is the best fit. So we'll try to match the whatever grade this is on. So what I can do now is I will just draw my profile from here to this PI. And the rest of it, we'll just follow the PIs and connect these. And here, same thing here. What I will do is I will click on the snap. It's showing there. Right now my, the blue highlight is on zebra for G. So always change it by tab. Use the tab button so it will go around. And when it comes to the station, press enter, and it's logged now. So you can, basically put it wherever you want. I'll just match the existing. So now what I will do is complex, and I will turn this off, scratch off, turn the scratch off. Okay, so it's gone now, and I will make it complex. Clicking on one, it will pretty much select everything automatically, and then left click, and it's done. So our complex chain is done here. Now you'll go to table editor here. So what I was saying previously was, we would like to match this with the existing. The existing was like 2 point, I don't remember exactly now, but we can go back and check. So if I try to place it, let's say I'm placing it here. So 2.7, right? Maybe do it here. You can use the length of like 10, 20 feet. You don't have to start from all the way to the beginning. Maybe do this. Start from here to like, maybe 20 feet. See like what is the grade at 20 feet. So at 20 feet distance, you have like 2.27. right? So if you go all the way here, the grid will change a lot. So always, I would take like 25 feet to 20 feet, maybe like 25 feet then. So if you take 25 feet, 20 to 25 feet, it says 2.23, 2.2, 2.2 is reasonable. So we'll go back here on our table editor, it's 2.27. So, it's still very close, but I'll make this I'll fix this elevation and then 2.22 or whatever it was. By doing this, what's happening is, my starting point is fixed, my elevation is fixed, which is the existing, and I'm matching the grade of the tangent with the existing. You don't want a bump on your new construction, right? So you want it to be smooth with the existing. Um, that's what we do here. And now, we'll put a curve, let's say 100 feet, and make sure your K value that's coming here is higher than what you have in the design criteria. So, and when you look here, look at the difference between the proposed and the existing. So 794.95, 75, it's within 3 inches. So if it's within 3 inches, then that's fine. You don't have, that's pretty good. Here, there is a little bit more cut. Let's take a look. 785, 95. Now it's within 3 inches. So make sure you don't have cut and fill more than 3 inches unless you need to, because sometimes because of the design criteria, you may like end up with a lot of like couple feet of cut and fill, and that's fine because we are modifying the highway or the roadway. So just just know what you are getting here. So right now the curve length is good. My K value, if it meets the design criteria, then I'm good. If not, then you'll have to check it. So apply. And I just want to mention the K value, it's based on the speed. So it will be based on the green book or whatever design manual you have. So that's done. Like if you click here, there is a tangent over there, that's 55 feet. Okay. There is no like minimum requirement for tangent length. So you can have anything you want. But there is no grade break allowed. So, if it is like 2.22 was what I was getting from the existing tangent, right? The existing here. So that should not be different. But since this is existing, there is a little bit of wiggle room. You can get anything you want, basically, right? It's going to vary from 2% to 2.3%, maybe 2.2 to 2.3. But yeah, always make sure it's matching as closely as possible. The ideal will be like no difference at all. We'll go on the other end. We'll put a curve here as well. And let's put like maybe 300. I don't know. Still need a little bit bigger to match it. Try to match it as closely as possible. So yeah, I think this looks pretty close. But the thing is, you don't have enough room because there is no tangent left there. So that's why it's extending beyond your roadway construction limit. So I will make it a little bit smaller, 350 maybe. Yeah. Now there is no red text there. So apply. You can see the tangent is 0.22. What I will do is I will change this to 300 and leave a room for tangent there. So what is the difference? So difference is we're still within 3 inches, so we're good there. And I'll apply and close. So we have a tangent here, 25 feet. In some cases, like you can completely ignore the tangent and just make the tangent length 0. So if there is a curve, but right now I feel like this is a tangent, but that's why you need your alignment to be longer than your roadway limit. Make it quite longer than the roadway limit. roadway construction limit, because then you can see if there's a curve or if it's acting like tangent. Right now, it looks more like a tangent to me. And the other thing that I usually do is make these tangent lengths even, except the last one. So this is starting at 3157. So I'll do it. I'll say instead of 58, I will say 57, so that I get the even length there. So I'm getting 55. This is acting weird because there is some decimal. Yeah, so this is 55 feet. And for everything else as well, I will make this 57. Okay, so except the last one, because we are matching existing, there will be one odd length, but everything else should be even. And even this one, I will fixate these points because I don't want my starting point to change. So I'll make it 2.22 instead of 2.2203. And this one, the last one, as I said, will be odd always. So that's how you can play with this and then apply. Goes out of this. And this is your vertical profile. And now what you will do is you'll hover over this, right click, and set as active profile. So when you like go along, analyze point along that alignment, you will get elevation from the proposed, not the existing terrain.